Hey everyone, Magic Man Scott 40k here, back at it with more Dawn of War Soulstorm, and I'm going to be doing something a little bit different here. Usually I show you one replay and analyze it. Today I'm going to be showing you two replays, because they're very similar. They're very similar, and they have pretty much the same ending. So I decided to just throw them both together, and hopefully that's alright. So this is me. This is my profile. I think I have about a 55% win rate, something like that. I think a month ago I had a 60% win rate, but I had some really bad luck here and there. Anyways, I'm gonna get the show on the road and show you. If you see me using these colors, that means I'm trying. This is like my trying colors. If you see me using different colors, that means I'm just messing around. So I'm gonna be showing you two replays back to back. They're very similar. So one's gonna be Sister of Battle, one's gonna be Chaos. And they both have, I would say, rage quits. So I think they're pretty much the same. And they're both done in the same day. So today I was actually gonna paint. I was gonna not play and just paint all day. But I figured I'd check the multiplayer to see if it's active. And I got carried away and I ended up playing all day. So I didn't paint at all. I'm working on my orc combat box and it's like halfway done. But anyways, here's the list of replays. I think most of these I've shown you already, but they're good lessons to keep. So I ended up keeping these. I'm pretty sure I made this a video. So you can see that I'm kind of out of ideas. I think I made this into a video like 2 weeks ago. So this is like today. This was like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I don't have a whole lot of replays. Anyways, I guess we'll get this show on the road. So this was done first, and this was done second. So I guess I'll do the first one. And yeah, just something a little bit different. I am recording this at 5:30 a.m. I just woke up. So I felt pretty bad. I meant to paint, but I ended up playing Soulstorm all day accidentally. I got carried away. And I ended up pretty much doing nothing for that day. I got nothing done. I didn't do any chores or anything like that. And it started raining, so kind of a wasted day. And I felt bad about it. So I'm gonna record this gameplay to make up for it. You know, try to be active. And I'm recording this at 5:30. I figured. So I'm American, but according to YouTube, pretty much all my viewers are foreign, from the east side, like the east area. So I figured with the time zones, right? With the time zones, it should work out. I think you'll be waking up, and I think it'll all work out if the time zones are right. But yeah, so both of these replays are gonna be pretty similar. So this is me of Chaos. I got like an Iron Warrior look to it. I usually play Death Guard. I don't mind Iron Warrior. It's alright, I guess. I think this was a casual match. Everyone picked random. So Dark Eldar and Necrons. So kind of a bad guy team, I guess. Tau, Sisters, and then Space Marine. So this is kind of a, I guess you can call this more of a space faction. These are all like, so these guys here are definitely evil, for sure. And then you got like, you know, these guys fight in space. They go from planet to planet. And then Tau has something. They don't have a whole lot. Tau is still struggling to figure out what they are, I guess. I'm not caught up with the Tau lore. I read how humans met Tau, but that's as far as I got. That's pretty much all I know about Tau. I'm not caught up on the stories. I do want to check one thing before I start. I want to see if my microphone's working, because every time I boot up OSB, for some reason my microphone is not connected, even though everything's green, everything's turned on. So let me just check if I'm recording. Okay, I think everything's working. I keep having these audio issues, so hopefully the sound's alright. Anyways, I guess we'll get this show on the road. I don't really have an intro for this one. I was watching these back to back and was like, oh, these are pretty similar. Maybe I can do both at the same time. And yeah, this all happened on the same day. And so the first lobby, no. Okay, so I actually hosted this one. So I joined a lobby and then I lost and I got really grumpy about it. So I hosted a match because no one else was hosting. And people actually joined. So everyone knows it's my lobby. And I'm not sure why I picked this map. This isn't my favorite map. But anyways, I think this is just the most popular map. As far as I can tell, this is the most popular map. Anyways, I got this spawn, which is probably like the worst spawn in the game. This spawn is god awful. And so I actually hosted this one. An hour or so before this, I was doing insane AI with other people, real players, and I kept top scoring as Imperial Guard. So that was pretty cool. I got like the most kills of Imperial Guard and stuff like that, which is not easy to do because Imperial Guard drop like flies and they don't really have any damage. So getting the most kills of them is pretty tough. But yeah, sorry. Anyways, just woke up. So I did like 4 insane AIs with real people, and then I got tired of that, so I hosted a match, and I was still grumpy from the loss, so I was kind of like frustrated. So I will tell you now, I kind of try hard in this one. I'm not really a chaos main. I used to be, but not anymore. Anyways, this is kind of a weird start, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play it. So Chaos, Dark Eldar, Necron Team 1, Sparko, I think. I made a few videos of Sparko before. I know this guy. Yash. I think he's a Space Marine main or something. I think he might have done tournaments. He sounds very familiar. Shogun. I actually have no idea who Shogun is. Don't know that guy. Noob for Fun. I think Noob for Fun is a Tau player. I think he's like a Tau main. I know I've seen Noob for Fun around. And then Magnet 49. I have no idea who this guy is. But I'll tell you now, Tao actually did the best out of anyone. Tao was like the best player on the map. So this guy just absolutely destroys. So if you want to see some Tao gameplay, this guy nailed it. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll start it. I guess I'll fast forward a bit.
We are chaos. Chaos is strong.
So far, nothing to really analyze, right? Nothing to really explain. So, I'll explain my build order. I went Chaos Lord because Chaos Lord by himself can win games. So I decided to go upgraded Chaos Lord. I thought Raptors would be a bad idea because I don't know if Raptors would even like do a whole lot. So I skipped Raptors. Chaos Space Marines are kind of garbage. Tier 1. Cultists are also pretty garbage. Tier 1. So I decided to just like skip them and just go for upgraded Chaos Lord. That was basically the plan.
He's assured.
Oh, I should probably turn that off. There we go. So yeah, you'll see me do like upgraded Chaos Lord.
Bow to me.
Dark Eldar and Necrons working together. Really strong duo.
Of the false emperor.
Space Marine does a turret. Not sure if that's a great idea because the Space Marine turret is kind of junk. So I go and destroy it. So I go ahead and destroy it because these turrets are like 100 points. And spending 100 points at the start of the game is really expensive. So I figured if I destroy this turret, Space Marine would have like nothing. There's no way Space Marine can afford a turret and an army, right? So I figured if I destroy this turret, I'd basically just win the game.
We are taking fire.
That was what I was thinking. And of course, the turret is defended, which I didn't know. Anyways, I sacrificed everything to destroy this turret. The Chaos Lord does stupid high building damage. So I use my building damage advantage to destroy this. He's also pretty good at killing other commanders. So I sacrificed my cultists. I really didn't need them anymore. Yash helps out. Dark Eldar excels at killing commanders. That's what they're really, really good at. So they should be able to kill these commanders no problem. Now when it comes to basic units, Dark Eldar kind of struggles. But these commanders should not be a threat any. Now my Chaos Lord is pretty much dead. But now I got the upgraded pistol. Kind of cute that they're helping each other build. This is pretty smart. So normally these Dark Eldar buildings take forever to build, but if you have a helper, they take like 2 seconds to build. You'll notice how quickly they go up once you have a helper. This building goes up in like 5 seconds, which is pretty nuts. So Dark Eldar is kind of broken in multiplayer. Yeah, Tao here actually gets the most kills at anyone. Oh yeah, and I figured since I had the armory up, I might as well get heavy bolters. Heavy bolters are pretty cheap and pretty strong. So I was like, oh okay, I'll get some heavy bolters. Now heavy bolters are stupidly strong, but it does require you to stand still. So any high movement unit can easily kill my guy. And I think heavy bolters are a lot better than a turret. So Space Marine attacks me. I ended up 1v1ing Space Marine for like 20 minutes. Looks like Dark Elder is doing a full tier 1 upgrade going in. This is kind of a bad fight for everyone. They're stuck this corner. This corner really screws them up. This just ends up being a bad fight for everyone. I really like this Sister Battle build order. This is the Sister Battle build order I use a lot. It's a very aggressive build order, and they're not being aggressive. So I really do think if you have 2 sister squads fully upgraded, you should just go in and just kill everything. This is a anti-big army build order. You can easily kill a huge army with this, and you really should just go in. And your Canoness is what? Full health. So send the Canoness in. She can kill all this, no problem. And I'm not sure about the Mandrakes though. The Mandrakes might kill everything. But yeah, I think the Canoness can kill all this by herself, and then these 2 squads can clean up. So I think Sister Battle could have won here. This is a really weird push. This is a really odd push. But maybe Necrons had some kind of grand plan. Respect to these players for noticing immediately. Like, they noticed immediately that there was some kind of push here. And you can see the flamethrower is just absolutely annihilating tier 1 Necrons.
For the dark gods.
The flamethrowers aren't bad, I would say. Pretty decent. And then here we have kind of a standoff, which is kind of funny. So I'm in range of this critical location, but I can't see it. You can see there, I can't see it. So none of us are capping this point because we just can't. 2 turrets here. This one makes sense. This one here doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I guess this is like a retreat, maybe. Like, just in case. Turret, maybe. And now I think everyone's going tier 2, because there's like nothing happening. So I'm going to skip a lot, actually. But me and Space Marine do like a 1v1. So it's like a Chaos Space Marine 1v1, you'll see. And he does go with snipers here in a minute. And snipers are a huge pain, because only my commander can just detect. So these snipers end up being a huge pain.
We're here to serve, Master.
Really, my weakness is any fast unit. So I'm going to skip like a full 2 minutes. Like nothing happens. We can see we're like building stuff. So now my plan is to basically make a Rhino and just go full Chaos Marine. Now this guy has heavy bolters, and I think Sisters even goes heavy bolt. Yeah, so Sister has heavy bolters. So literally, like everyone is long range now, and this guy I think also makes snipers. So now everybody has long range units. This makes it really awkward to do anything. If I take like 2 steps forward, I get annihilated. If this guy takes 2 steps forward, he also gets annihilated. So it's kind of an awkward standoff. What he really needs to do is get a Skull Probe. Skull Probes boost your range by like 20%. So you get a Skull Probe and you can probably shoot me, honestly. I think Space Marine might outrange me. So yeah, everyone's like long range now. Going tier 2. You can see my economy like skyrocket. Mandrake's scouting. That's really what they're for. Space Marine's the first one, the push. So shout out to him. Again, Skull Pro would make this 10 times easier. Okay, I'm gonna actually take it to slow speed. I'm gonna change it to slow speed here because a lot's gonna happen here. So Necron goes in, and Necron's really confusing because he made no army, and I don't know, Necron's kind of weird right now. But so I go in with the Rhino. I have I would say I have an equal army. I would say my army is equal to this, so I don't think I have an advantage or anything. And I got the Sorcerer. The Sorcerer can actually knock down, if he teleports, I can knock these guys down. And I think I also have the Smoke up. Yeah, I got the Smoke upgrade. But I got the Smoke upgrade, but I completely forgot to use it. I'm not sure if the Smoke Grenade would do anything. But yeah, a lot's gonna happen here in a minute. And he still has these turrets as like a backup. So I go in. See, a Rhino would be really handy. You can save all your guys. You'd be able to save all this if you put them in a Rhino. I'm not sure why you would walk with Scourges. They can fly. You should fly with Scourges. Yeah, it looks like every player is doing the whole Rhino heavy bolter thing. It's really powerful. It's really, really, really powerful. So really, I only have 4 heavy bolters. And the 4 heavy bolters is not enough to kill everything. Well, it'd be really nice if the Canoness used her blind ability. She can blind everything and do a lot of damage. Rhino goes down. I don't know if he has the heal or not. Let me check Sister of Battle's faith. No faith. It's 25 points. It's basically free. But yeah, no faith. I would have used the Canoness blind. The blind ability would make my Chaos Marines useless. But yeah, Tau is just destroying me right now. I had enough. I killed all the Space Marines. I don't know if you guys seen that. I killed every Space Marine. Sister of Battle's injured but not dead. And Tau, I couldn't shoot Tau. I couldn't shoot Space Marine and Tau at the same time. So Tau could do whatever it wanted. Okay, upgraded Necron Lord. Necron's has the Slag. The Slag is ridiculous. Mandrakes, I think they're scouting again. And I think that's pretty much it. So, a lot of death just happened there. Like 3 squads died. 11-minute Deceiver. That's pretty crazy. This Deceiver actually doesn't do a whole lot. So was able to capture these 2 sister battle squads. And then you got the Dreadnought. 11-minute Dreadnought's actually pretty good. It's a very expensive unit. And does Space Marine have the Slag? No, it's Sisters. Sisters has the Slag. Okay, whoever has the Slag should be the strongest player, which makes sense. Looks like Space Marine's kind of turret spamming, but I do the same thing. I got all these turrets going on. So we kind of have a turret war. And now the Sister of Battle are getting shredded by the turrets. This is something, even if you're the best player in the world, this is something you can't really deal with. You know, the Necron Catan is ridiculously strong. So even if you're the best player in the world, I don't feel bad for this player. Even if there's no real way to dodge this. These Sister Battle units are just absolutely screwed. The Dreadnought, though, the Dreadnought ended up being a huge problem. I actually have no answer to the Dreadnought. So this Dreadnought can just do whatever it wants. I have no answer to it. I don't have a foolproof army, right? My army's not invincible. But yeah, Sister's Battle just gets absolutely slaughtered. Respect to these guys for fighting. It's actually pretty rare. It's actually very rare now for players to actually fight. Most players just kind of look at each other for an hour. So I respect any time a player fights. I really wish the Space Marine player had the slag though. I really do think if you have the slag, you should probably be the strongest player. And you can see here, Sister Battle is just not. Sister Battle should be easily the strongest player, and it's just not happening. And I think Sister Battle is pretty easy to pick up and learn. Like, it's not too bad. So I'm not sure what the holdup there is. Here I think we have another turret war. I should have gotten the heavy weapon increase. So I can have, I think 5 heavy bolters. It goes from 2 heavy bolters to like 5. And I have infiltrated monolith, which is pretty ridiculous. I think Tau really struggles against monolith. They have no real answer to it. I guess Barracudas maybe. I don't know. They really don't have like a good answer to this. Maybe Narlox. And again, I don't really have an answer for this Dreadnought. This Dreadnought can do whatever it wants. I can't do anything. So Sparko does a fast monolith, which is kind of boring, I think. It's not really fun. It's not interesting. Like, I think Heavy Bolter Chaos is kind of fun, right? Monolith is kind of boring. There's not a whole lot of variety. And then usually Necrons spam vehicles. So yeah, it's not too crazy. So far, Dark Elder hasn't done a whole lot. This is a pretty decent army, I think. But yeah, it hasn't done a whole lot. And Sisters, I don't know what Sisters is doing. They had a really good start. They had a really powerful start. And now they're not doing a whole lot. I think they're tier 3. It looks like they kind of skipped tier 2. But I think a lot of us picked random. They must have seen that I was hosting and just... They must have noticed I was hosting, was like, oh, it's a casual match. You know, it's just Scott. We're not going to try hard against him. I think even with the monolith, Tau actually top scores, which is really difficult to do. Stealth suits are a good idea. You can stun the monolith at least. Yeah, it's just a really bad matchup. They don't really have an answer. Maybe crew hounds. Crew hounds can do something, I guess. Maybe. Here I destroy the turret, and then I think I retreat. Yeah, I just retreat. But now the turret war is over. And here I manually fire my defilers. I'm manually aiming them. So if you set them to auto attack, they miss a lot. So here I'm aiming them. But this guy is smart enough to move. So he moves out of the way. And it's a huge pain to manually aim them over and over again. So I just don't. Upgraded emulator? That's not a bad idea, I guess. And then you have the Soulstorm, which is tier 3. Tao's just getting bullied. Good job killing the Lord Destroyer, though. That's very expensive. I'm not sure why you would Wraith the vehicle. Yeah, that's pretty good damage from Sisters. It's very expensive to repair this. And it looks like Space Marine is trying to assassinate my vehicles. I don't really have a whole lot. I'm floating like crazy too. You can see my resources. I'm floating like crazy, and I don't have a whole lot of army. Here I make tier 3 demons, but they go down pretty fast. Now Sisters has a okay army. Another Catan. Pretty decent army. I'm not sure if Sisters bought upgrades. You don't have to. You don't need upgrades as Sisters, but it does help. I got more tier 3 demons. The tier 3 demons didn't help out a whole lot. The Dreadnought hits harder than the Filer. These Dreadnoughts I don't really have an answer for. The Dreadnoughts are just killing all my stuff. Space Marines I can kill no problem, but the Dreadnoughts I have no answer. But you can see here I got tier 3, I got the infiltrated. Really, one Skull Probe would have solved all this guy's issues. So Space Marine is fighting, you can see here Space Marine's fighting Chaos and Dark Eldar, which is kind of a bad matchup. And then Necrons is fighting Tau, which is, I would say, a bad matchup. Wraiths are super hard to deal with. They're anti-commander, a lot of things. Extremely hard to deal with. This is a very, very, very hard matchup. Looks like Sisters is going in, which, not a bad idea, actually. I think Sisters might be able to do some damage. I really don't know, like, the best answer for this. I don't know what the best, like, army for this to take out the Monolith. Here I push Space Marines. They just died. Like, Dark Elder was helping me out. And then I see the Land Raider. The Land Raider, I'll be honest, made me really nervous. I thought I was... You can see here, all my tier 3 units just died instantly. And I don't have a... Like, this army is not that good. And... So the Land Raiders... I saw a Land Raider and was like, ah, crap. Ah, you know what? This would actually be a really nice thumbnail. Maybe I'll thumbnail this. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and... You know how I thumbnail? I just hit the picture button. Alright. You can't do it on a full screen game. I'm gonna have to wait till after the video comes out. I tried to picture this. So when is this? 19-minute mark? Okay, I'll have to load this up again. And yeah, for some reason you can't take a picture of a full screen game. Anyways, play. And Space Marine actually like slaughters my army, which is, you know, good job. And here, Space Marine should really upgrade these turrets. That would have helped out a lot.
5 minutes until
But yeah, Tau gets bullied. I still think Tau gets the highest amount of kills. Dark Elder's attacking whoever's weakest. Kind of a... That's kind of lame, I think. And Dark Elder... Really, okay, so Dark Elder is anti-commander. So really, Dark Elder's job is to run around and kill all the commanders on the map. And he's not doing that. So to me, he's playing Dark Elder incorrectly. You have all these bonuses against commanders and you're not using it. Here I go, Demon Prince. But so far, all my demons have died instantly. So my demons are just not looking good at the moment. And a Dark Elder in the game, all this should be purple. There should be purple smoke everywhere. I'm not sure why this isn't purple. But yeah, one upgraded turret would have killed all this. No, new squad of Obliterators. I'm still floating in points somehow. I don't know how I have so many points. Alright, so I'm going to tell you guys my plan. So Land Raider basically one-shots my whole army. I have no counter against it. Dreadnoughts also like one-shots my whole army, no counter. So what I did was Chaos has massive building damage, and I can destroy buildings like instantly. So I decided to just ignore all of this, everything you're looking at. I decided to just ignore it and just use my building damage bonus. But I'm actually losing the fight. I don't know if you guys can see it. I really am losing this fight. My Demon Prince went down. My Possessed ones went down. All my demons went down. My demons did nothing, which I didn't expect. I was really expecting my demons to do something. I don't know if this guy knows what a Skull Probe is, but one Skull Probe would have won him the game. And then it looks like Necrons and... These two must be friends, because they're working side by side. Sparko and Yashish. This is actually a pretty nice turret. Good job with this. It looks like Sisters... Yeah, oh yeah, Sisters hit tier 4. But, Space Marine has a relic, so tier 4 doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah, this is kind of a scummy move. And it looks like Necrons didn't even finish off Tau. I'm not sure what happened here. There was like 10 Wraiths. See these Wraiths here? So I don't know why they didn't finish off Tau. Maybe they held the line? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Sisters does have the relic. So maybe they make something, maybe? I don't know if the Living Saint has any building requirements. I think you should be able to make a Living Saint. I don't know if it has, like, I don't know what vehicle building requirements it has. Yeah, this is kind of a scummy move, 2v1ing. And Sisters, I don't know if they have a good army for this. I don't know if they could have held out or not. Yeah, you can kind of see here, so Sisters had Slag and made a pretty big tier 2 army, which died to the Monolith and the Catan Shard god. Necrons has a Monolith, or Necrons has the Slag, and you can see Necrons just has a much better army. So you can see that the Slag for the Necrons is just more powerful. Much better army, much better everything. Now the weakness to Necrons is you can destroy their base pretty easy. You can destroy all their you can destroy all this pretty easily, right? That's their weakness.
2 minutes.
But it's kind of
until
hard to
taking hold
do
of
that
victory.
with all this going on. Necrons has a lot of weaknesses, but it's really hard to take advantage of it right now. I think Wraith spamming is kind of scummy. So if anyone says I'm tryhard, this Necron guy is super tryhard. Also, you made a 10-minute monolith, and this match is 20 minutes long. This is a third Catan shard transformation. So yeah, I guess these guys must have held the line for 10 minutes, which is really impressive. And even with all this float, I'm still not tier 4. I'm floating like crazy. I'm still not tier 4. I'm nowhere close to it.
1 minute until taking hold victory.
So yeah, not my best game, I guess. I still think Tao was probably the best player. I know it didn't look like it, but I think Tao was probably the best player out of everyone. So it seems like everyone had a really good start. Everyone played really well. But the minute the monolith showed up, everyone kind of fell apart. Sister's army kind of sucked. Tao army kind of sucked. I really don't know what Tao's, like, what army you make to deal with this. Except for Crew Hounds, maybe. That's the only thing I can think of. Sisters, I have no idea what you make to stop this. Maybe Repentious plus healing. I don't know. I really don't know what the answer for this is. It's really hard to deal with your army getting stolen. So yeah, I don't know what. I've been playing this game for like 5 years straight. I don't know the answer to that. That's a tricky one. So somehow it looks like I top scored, which I don't know how. Dark Elder helped me for like 5 seconds. And then Dark Elder went off to help out his Necron buddy. So I was mostly 1v1ing Space Marine, I would say. I didn't really touch Sister Battle. Sister Battle did her own thing. She mostly fought Dark Eldar. So most of this was me 1v1ing Space Marine. So Necron's got highest economy. Looks like me and Dark Elder had similar economy. Looks like everyone had similar economy. So the resources were pretty much the same. Sister's got lowest score. I have no idea. I guess no faith. Sisters, I mean, you don't need faith. You don't need upgrades either. But I don't know. Like I would say faith is optional. You don't have to have it. Maybe the quick Living Saint, like that's not a bad idea. It could have worked. I think the problem is the Living Saint goes down in about 5 shots. The Living Saint is really not that tanky. It goes down about 5 or 6 shots. So I don't know. I really don't know what the answer is. It was plus Necrons had a really strong defense. So I really don't know the answer to this one. This was just a incredibly tough matchup. I will say I had no answers for the Dreadnoughts, and I just kind of I had no answers for the Dreadnoughts, and I just shot them to death. It took like 5 minutes, but I did manage to shoot him to death. And the demons really did nothing. I'm shocked. The demons did absolutely nothing. Yeah, you can see there, Tao actually got the highest amount of kills. And I think Tao was only tier 2. So Tao did really well. Got most kills, and I think he only had 2 squads the whole game. Something like that. And I'm not sure if he made a commander. I don't remember. So really it was just 2 squads and that was it. But he did manage to get the highest amount of kills. What else? Oh, you know what? The Crisis Battlesuit. The Crisis Battlesuit would have been excellent. That might have been the answer for that. Who knows? This was a tough one to figure out. But yeah, if you have the slag, I'm sure Sisters could have made a much stronger, better army. I think the Immolator was a good idea. The upgraded Immolator, I think that could have worked. Maybe make like a bunch of them. It would have killed all my Defilers. My Defilers would have died to the Immolators. It would have killed... It wouldn't work on the Scourges though. It would do nothing to the Scourges. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that one. That's a tricky one. That's a very tricky matchup. But yeah, I think that one was funny because everyone went Heavy Bolter and Rhino. So I thought that was funny. Alright, so now for replay number 2. This is the Sister Battle replay. This one's kind of embarrassing because I kind of lose every fight. And the Sister Battle turret is kind of ass. So I just don't. I don't know if it's the worst turret in the game, but it's not great. So this one, okay, you know how I said these 2 replays are very similar? So I get the same spawn, and I'm also 1v1ing Space Marines. So before Yash was my teammate, and now I'm fighting him in a 1v1. He was the Dark Elder guy. So it's me, a Sister Battle. Sister Battle is pretty easy faction, I think. It's not too bad. They're just even full power Sister Battle, even fully powered, they're kind of bad, to be honest with you. If you get full upgrades, full faith, full everything, they still kind of suck. So that's the only issue I'm having with Sisters. Even if you get full everything, they're still kind of ass. Like Space Marines fully upgraded can just dominate everybody. Sisters fully upgraded are kind of crap. So, anyways, Sister Battle, me, same spawn. This one I joined a match. I didn't host this one. I joined. This guy, Amino Korin, never seen this guy before. According to his record, he's actually a cheater. But I watched this replay like 3 times, and I didn't notice anything crazy. I didn't notice any cheating. So who knows? Like this guy is apparently a cheater, but I didn't notice anything. So I just kind of let it slide. And trust me, when I see a cheater, I make a video, I make like a whole essay, I report people. Like the moment I see cheating, I go all out on reporting the guy, and I really didn't see anything. I didn't see anything fishy. And then Tao, this was the host. So this is Jakin or Jakin, not sure how you say it. This guy is like one of the best players I've ever seen, and he doesn't have a profile, and I'm pretty sure he's smurfing. There's no way you can there's no way you can play Soulstorm for the first time and just beat everyone, even like professional players. So actually, I want to know who Jakin actually is. You can't just show up in Soulstorm and just beat everyone. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out who this guy actually is, but it's a mystery. I'm almost positive this guy is smurfing, but whatever. Smurfing's super annoying in Soulstorm, but it's not like the end of the world. I do find it really annoying though. And then you have GK Lord down here. I think GK Lord was in a tournament, but I don't remember. I know I made videos of him before, but that was a while ago. And then Orcs of Kulos. I think Kulos was in a quick start video. So I think he's familiar with quick start. So he should be fast. Quick start teaches you how to be fast. So he should be a fast player. And then you have Yashish, which is like a professional by now. I would say. My throat just got really dry for a moment. Yeah. Anyways, Yashish is like professional by now. A lot of experience. And I think it's gonna do it for the intro. So yeah, let's just go for it. I think I play standard, so nothing really to talk about. I think this is like a standard opening. Nothing too crazy. Sometimes I do Seraphims, but Seraphims are tough. And they're expensive too. Seraphims are super expensive. So, really Seraphims only work on a big map because of how expensive they are. But yeah. Here we're deciding who gets the relic, which is not a big deal. Not really nothing to really analyze. I can't really explain to you who wants the relic. Like pretty clear on that. And oh yeah, I end up skipping commander. So I skipped commander because fourth commander is just better in every way. The fourth commander is like 10 times better than the Canonist. Big Mech I think struggles against the Canonists. But with the boys, so I think Canonist versus Big Mech, the Canonist actually wins. But if the Big Mech is in a squad, then the Big Mech wins. So it's risky. And then you have Sister Battle. So yeah, I just skipped Commander. If the Commander does absolutely nothing, then there's no reason to buy it. Yeah, I just went ahead and skipped Commander. And again, I'm pretty sure I lose every fight in this one. So it's not a proud moment for me. Looks like we got Chaos Lord. Chaos Lord. No, I think he loses to Force Commander by a hair. In a fair 1v1, I think Chaos Lord loses by a hair. So he needs help. So basically all our commanders lose to the other player. Nice scouting by Tao. Doing some scouting. This is something Tao is really good at. I don't see players scout too often. And here's the commander fight. This is something I predicted because I saw the matchup. So I knew this was gonna happen. I still don't really have an answer for it though. Even when knowing it's gonna happen. So again, Big Mech I think beats pretty much everyone. Force Commander definitely beats everyone. Force Commander solos Chaos and Sisters. The Force Commander by himself kills everything. So I don't really have an answer for this. My plan right now is just spam Sister Battle units, and if I spam enough units, maybe I'll win. So I think you can see here. I think Orcs overextended, which is an easy mistake to have. But yeah, you can see here Orcs overextended. Super easy mistake. And then there's this duel. Yeah, so Chaos Lord got his butt kicked. So a moment ago, the Chaos Lord was full health, and after 2 swings from the Force Commander, he's like pretty much dead. So the Force Commander is like 3 times stronger than the Chaos Lord. Basically, the Force Commander solos everyone. We have no answer to him. So right now I'm kind of spamming Sister Battle units. Sister Battle goes in, Seraphims. Seraphims can easily destroy the generator, destroys the builders, no problem. Really, really good at destroying generators. Sister Battle should tie up one of these squads with a missionary or something. Should really tie up a squad or 2. Here I think the upgraded Canonist might have been better. Here I go in. I really just wanted to finish off the Force Commander. I could not keep this guy. If this guy lives, it's a huge problem. The Force Commander heals super fast. So I could not keep this guy alive. If he lives, it's a huge, huge deal. And then here I get triple teamed, which I have no answer for. You can see there I got triple teamed, and this corner here killed me. I couldn't escape. So yeah, it's just a bad time there. This Chaos Lord might actually go down. Seraphims have stupid high commander damage. And that's a lot of casualties. Each one of those costs, what is it, 5 power? Yeah, each one of those costs 5 power, which is very expensive at the start of the game. Spending any power at the start of the game is expensive. Yeah, you have the missionaries. You could have tied up a squad for missionary. So it looks like Seraphims killed a builder, and that was it. Not the best usage. And what's funny is Seraphims can kill Chaos, no problem. Kills Chaos Lord, no problem. Kills these generators, no problem. Seraphims were not a bad choice at all. Maybe on a different map. Maybe it's a map issue. More Seraphims. Again, they pretty much tear right through everything. Here I use my missionary to tie up the squad. I'm getting triple teamed again. Not very fun. Here, Space Marine's tier 2. Looking bad for me. I don't think I'm tier 2, right? No, I'm nowhere close. I'm nowhere close to tier 2. So this is looking really, really, really bad for me. New Big Mech. That's normal. Usually you need 3 or 4 Big Mechs to win. So that's not crazy. Okay, I'm just now hitting tier 2, so I'm very behind. I think Tao's tier 2. Yeah, Tao tier 2. So everyone's tier 2 but me. And I have nothing. You can see there I have no army, no nothing. Seraphims are going in with 3 of them. Shield drone activated. Shield drones is kind of overpowered, if you ask me. How much is the shield drone? Oh, 40 power. That's pretty expensive. But yeah, if you ask me, the shield drone's kind of overpowered. You can see this damage reduction. This damage reduction is ridiculous. These Tau are supposed to be super fragile, and the shield drone fixes it. These mines don't make a whole lot of sense. I'm not sure why you would make sister battle mines. And then a turret. Not a bad idea, I guess. But the second the commander gets rocket launchers, yeah, the second he gets missile launchers the second he gets a missile launcher, turrets are useless. Oh yeah, at this point into the replay, orcs kind of gave up. So I'm just gonna tell you guys now. If you look at orcs right now, they basically just gave up, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I would say if you look at orcs, they don't do anything. Tier 2 Tau is really hard to deal with. This is a good fight. So these drones cost 40 power. That's a lot. If they go down, that's a pretty big deal. Okay, so not completely hopeless. Space Marine's helping out, and Space Marine actually uses a skull probe. The skull probe's really strong. I'm surprised no one else uses it. There you go. 2 squads down. The vehicle is almost down. New Canonus. Upgraded Canonus. Seraphim's doing absolutely nothing. Which is weird because they're one of the best units in the game. Really nice Rhino fight here. Really good micro from both teams. Honestly, Assault Marines would have been... Assault Marines and Storm Boys, that would actually be a good idea. Tau's going tier 3. I don't know if that's a good idea. Falls action. There's a lot of action happening. I don't know if this is a good time to go tier 3. I'm surprised he has economy for it. He doesn't look like he has that much economy. I'm surprised he can even afford tier 3. Alright, 2 listening posts down. It's looking grim for Tau. More Seraphims. Okay, at this point I would just give up with the Seraphims. They're clearly not working. I would just give up. And here, okay, this is my confessor. This is my one big moment. So I just lost like 3 fights in a row, and I'll show you my confessor moment. Big professor moment here. Ooh, look at that. Bam. Look at that. I think I killed 4 of them. So that's not too bad. And really the Big Mech should have a vehicle stun by now. You can stun this Barracuda. And honestly the Big Mech should be able to kill it. So real shame there, no vehicle stun. So what's funny is over here I got trapped and died. I lost everything. And now they're getting trapped and died over here. So it's the exact same moment. I thought that was pretty funny. And again, if Seraphims, just, I don't know. Sacrificing everything that destroys generator. I'm not sure why orcs didn't run away. It's dumb to stay here. So here's a fight over here. I thought Space Marines would be weak because I thought Space Marines would be weak, but nope, they're still pretty strong. I couldn't tell who was the weakest player after that fight. Tao's actually going in. I'm surprised because he lost a lot. He lost pretty much everything, but Tao's still going in. And I swear if Sisters make Seraphims again, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell them. I don't know why you would make vehicles. They don't synergize. Rhinos don't synergize with Seraphims. You should make a lightning fighter. Lightning fighters are actually anti-plane. Yeah, the Rhino there makes no sense. And lightning fighters are also like anti-commander, so that's pretty nice. Chaos going in. This is kind of scummy because I wanted to 1v1 them, but oh well. Chaos going in. If Orcs struggled against a Tau vehicle, I don't think they have an answer for this. I'm actually surprised the Big Mech didn't have a stun. Okay, now they got tank busters. Tank busters are a good idea. I'm not sure what's... Oh, they have a sorcerer. I was gonna say, I don't know what's detecting. Here I send my builders in. My builders have this destruction ability, but it failed. But I did send my builders in. They all died. And Space Marines Tier 3 uses his Tier 3 ability. Yeah, I just lost all my builders. At this point, I don't know what... I have no idea what Sisters is doing. So Sisters really should have more economy. So Tau lost everything, and Sisters didn't. So Sisters should be ahead in resources. But I don't know why you would do this. You just kind of threw your army away for nothing. Really trying to destroy this generator. I don't know why you have such a grudge against it. In a moment here, this sister player, you can see the sister player is throwing their army away. In a minute here, the sister player is going to yell at his teammates for letting him down. Oh, he did destroy this. Good job. Or this might have been... I don't know if this... I don't know how... Sorry. This was destroyed by orcs, and I'm not sure if they capped it. So I don't know if they... I don't know if the sisters destroyed this, or they just haven't capped it yet. Hard to tell. Now Space Marine's Tier 3, and I'm pretty sure I'm not Tier 3. My army kind of sucks. Orcs gets bullied. There's nothing else to say there. Now Sisters is throwing away the Rhino. I really don't have any idea what... Yeah, I'm kind of clueless. This is like the 4th time Sisters threw away their army. I really don't have an answer for that. Here, Celestians are going in. They're destroying buildings. This is basically the one thing they're good at. Tau hit Tier 3 somehow. Pretty expensive army. Then he lost everything, but still hit Tier 3. Like, I'm not even Tier 3. Like, I'm not, like... Tau hit Tier 3 before I did. Here I had to run away. I destroyed like 4 banners. I destroyed 4 banners, but I hit my limit. I didn't want to lose this squad. I actually want to keep my army alive, which might be a weird thing to say. Chaos going in, fair enough. Double teaming sisters, really just bullying the sisters. This is like the third rhino. I really don't understand, like, if the first rhino didn't work, why would you make more? And really, the lightning fighter would solve all your problems. But yeah, if the first rhino doesn't work, I don't know why you'd make a second one. Now here, I think Tao should have the resource advantage. Bunch of defilers. I don't know if anyone has an answer for this. Defilers are pretty ridiculous. Good job with the tank busters though. That was a good idea. Still need the vehicle stun. The big mech can stun all 4 defilers. And a Land Raider, there you go. This is the only player not screwing up. This is the only player who seems to know what he's doing. This guy's still trying. He's like, yeah, I can still win. Here he blames his teammates. He's really yelling at Space Marine. And Space Marine actually listens to him, which is weird. I'm not sure what these Terminators are gonna do. They're just gonna get slaughtered. And this is a full squad too. That's kind of expensive. A lot of chaos getting killed. Liberian smite. I actually make a bunch of assassins. I don't know where they're at. Right here. So I got like 4 assassins, but they don't do jack with the Liberian around. So I gotta kill Liberian before I can use the assassins. But yeah, that was a really nice smite. And I don't have an answer for the Land Raider. I don't know if anyone does. Really nice Space Marine army. Space Marine should have a chaplain. A chaplain would heal up all his guys. I'm not even sure if Liberian was a good idea. Maybe for the War of the Emperor ability. Respect for orcs for trying. I thought for sure orcs gave up, but orcs are still trying. Okay, Predator down. Predator tank down. I think this was actually a misclick. Okay, the Hammerhead went down. So Tao's pretty much on the verge of death, and he's the host. But he did pretty much annihilate Sisters. I don't think Sisters can come back from that. And Chaos, I would say Chaos is on the verge of death. And the Terminators are going in. I'm not sure what their plan is. These Terminators are mostly anti-vehicle and anti-building. So I'm not sure what their plan is there. Land Raider is still like half health. So it's still looking good for Space Marine. As long as this Land Raider is up and running, it's looking good for them. Now he should definitely retreat. And here I'm pushing Space Marine. I think this is the first time I won a fight, maybe? I lost pretty much every fight until now. As long as this Land Raider is alive, I think he's got a chance. It's not totally over. But the second this goes down, it's game. Looks like the sorcerer is taking all the damage. Sorcerer is tanking. Now Rainer runs away, and I think everyone here quits. But you can see, so Sister Battle is trash talking Space Marine, and Space Marine just saved them. You just saw their Space Marine saving everyone, and Sister Battle continues the trash talk, and Space Marine starts trash talking back. I'll go ahead and read it because it's pretty cool. So Sister Battle player says Orc Army. So really disappointed in orcs from the looks of it. I think the orc player played fine, like played normally. So first insulted, I would say insulted the orc player. Then Space Marine says back. This was during the Tau fight, the first one. Then Sister Battle says, "What the fuck?" And then Space Marine says, "You did nothing." Oh, so Sister Battle freaks out when his buildings get destroyed. This was during like the 15-minute mark. So, okay, so right here is like the 15-minute mark. I think right here was the 8-minute mark. So there's like a 5-minute gap between here and here. Okay, so Sister Battle, what the fuck? Space Marine, you did nothing. Okay, you did nothing entire game. Shut the fuck up. Sister Battle, teleport. What the fuck? Drop. Space Marine, useless. Sister Battle, because you not help, idiot. Space Marine, orc, no tier 3 yet. And that's not an insult, I would say. Orc army, I see that as an insult. Orc, no tier 3 yet. That's actually, I would say that's not even an insult. And I would say orcs tier 3 would do nothing. Like, what would orcs tier 3 even do at this point? Maybe the bomber jet. The bomber jet might help out. But I can't see the flash gets doing anything. I can't see, like, there's really no comeback after this. And Sister Battle says, and I lost a lot. And this is after just throwing their units into the Chaos Marines. Just literally throwing them. Like, Sister Battle literally threw their units away. Space Marine says GG. So Space Marine's being respectful. Calls Sister Battle toxic. Which, yeah, sure. Makes sense. I threw out the GG. I don't know if I got any kills this game, to be honest. I think I got like 2 kills. But somehow, GG, right? Oh yeah, he made some Terminators, and then I stunned him using the Confessor. The stun is super cheap. And I stunned the Terminators, and I got him. I killed the... I don't think the Terminators were upgraded. Because really, even with the stun, the Terminators should win. So I think the Terminators weren't even upgraded. Chaplain, the Chaplain dies in like 2 seconds. I got 3 assassins right here. So 1, 2, 3, and he's dead. Chaplain was a good choice though. Space Marine quits. And I think Sister of Battle is actually still trying. So if I look over here, yeah, Sister Battle is now going tier 2 again. This vehicle factory did absolutely nothing. I'm not sure why you don't need it to go tier 3. I'm not sure why you'd keep making this over and over again. And you should have an anti-vehicle turret. Like, there was 4 Barracudas here, right? Just make an anti-vehicle turret. And yeah, at this point, Space Marine's basically dead. And this is after... He must have gotten like 50 kills with that Land Raider. He did really well with Land Raider. But yeah, Space Marines quit. I did pretty much... I was kind of useless this whole game. I'll be honest. I was pretty much useless this entire match. And Orcs, so yeah, Orcs made like 5 tank buster squads and then gave up. I will say this, Orcs did try to repair the Land Raider, which I respect. So I really respect him trying to repair it. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He should be like almost tier 3. I think he needs one more banner. He needs one more banner to go tier 3. This is not a bad base setup. Did this I'm not sure the pile of guns did anything. Did that pile of guns do anything? I'm not sure. I think he could have skipped it. You could have skipped pile of guns. Oh yeah, I just hit tier 3. So it took 20 minutes. So that's... Tao's been tier 3 for like forever. I just hit tier 3. So that's not... It's not looking good for me when it comes to skill. Here I think Tao's pretty much maxed out. Got Exorcist. I used the Exorcist ability. Nothing too fancy. And that's pretty much it. That's all she wrote for this one. What are you making? Are you making another rhino? Another rhino. Cool. Just keep making those rhinos, man. They'll do... If something doesn't work, I don't know why you would... This is a game where if something doesn't work, you just don't do it again. It's kind of insane to make something that doesn't work. Oh yeah, and then I make Repenchas. Repenchas can tie up Terminators. It can tie up Heavy Bolter. So I made Repenchas to tie up a squad. They can tie up Celestians too. So I made they're more of a distraction unit. So I got Repenchas out in the field. And I think I did make the... Yep. Okay, I'm tier 4. You can see there I'm tier 4. But I can't afford any tier 4 units. So I'm tier 4, but not really. I can't afford any of the super units. I don't think I have the relic. Yeah, I don't have the relic either. Oh, but I did steal this one, right? Okay, I stole this relic here. So in a minute I could go tier 4. But yeah, that was the match. This was kind of a clusterfuck. The Land Raider really could have killed everything, and also the Force Commander. The Force Commander could have killed everybody. So I think Space Marines had all the chances in the world to win. I think dropping the Terminators here just to make Sister Battle happy was a mistake. But whatever. But yeah, that's the end of that one. Looks like Chaos is kind of showing off. He's kind of like doing a little dance here, showing off that he's, you know, he's like shoving it in their face that he won. I really did not see any cheating. Like, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary, as far as I can tell. So I do give this guy a pass. I didn't see anything weird. So Chaos top scored. That's no surprise because he had the slag. Tao almost top scored. That's surprising because he did lose a lot. He lost almost everything. Me, I'm on the bottom. I got maybe 2 kills. Space Marine did super well. Look at that! Sorry. Look at that economy difference. What a crazy economy difference. I have 1,200 points, and he has 1,600 points. That's a pretty massive economy difference. He has 4,000 more points than me. That's crazy. $4,000 point difference. That is wild. Sister of Battle has minus 80 score. Maybe it's from trash talking. But yeah, minus 80 score. He literally just ran into the Space Marine army. So that was weird. I can't really break this replay down because it's kind of just throwing the game away. I think orcs did okay. Nothing too crazy. Nothing like, I don't know. I don't know what orcs could have done different. I think the vehicle stun would have came in handy. Maybe the war tracks. He made a vehicle factory and then made 1 vehicle. He could have made maybe war tracks would have been the answer, and even a kill can. Would have been good. But I don't know. Maybe war tracks were the answer. I don't know. Hard to tell. This one here, I think the matchup was more fair. The matchup was more even. I think the bottom team had a chance to win. But yeah, there's pretty much no excuse for the Sister of Battle player. Just absolutely god-awful. Oh, I got 36 kills. I'm not sure how. I really did not fight that much. And it's a mystery. Anything else to add? Not really. I think that's gonna be it. I don't really have anything else to really add here towards the end. So I think we're gonna end it there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. My throat is like super dry from talking. Maybe doing a 2-parter was a bad idea. My throat cannot like last that long. Alright, I'll try to make shorter videos. This one took a lot out of me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.